US President Donald Trump has fired acting Attorney General Sally Yates in the continuing fallout over his immigration ban. She was fired just hours after refusing to defend the controversial executive order on immigration. In her place, Trump has named Dana Boente, who is the US Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia. Well, Yates was named Deputy Attorney General in 2015 by then-President Barack Obama. She was asked to stay on as acting head of the Justice Department by Donald Trump. Let's get more on the story and go straight to Washington, D.C. and our reporter Kevin McAleese. Kevin, drama continuing to unfold in the United States. So talk us through exactly what has happened. Why was the acting Attorney General fired, and what has the reaction been to this move in the States?
Yes, it's been another frenetic day in this Trump administration era. This is just the beginning of week 2, and this announcement came late in the evening on Monday. Donald Trump had fired his acting Attorney General, Sally Yates. We had a statement from the White House on that, saying that she had betrayed the Department of Justice by refusing to enforce a legal order designed to protect the citizens of the United States, and they didn't waste any time finding a replacement for her either. Dana Boente, an attorney from Virginia, has already been sworn in, and he has said he is ready to fulfill the role of office as the acting US Attorney General, and it will be a brief period he's in the role because, of course, Donald Trump is trying to get his pick for the permanent position of US Attorney General Jeff Sessions through a Senate confirmation, probably going to happen in the next 24 hours, because Donald Trump is facing a lot of legal challenges over this executive action to ban all refugees from entering the United States for 120 days and, of course, prevent people from those Muslim majority countries, 7 countries, from entering for the next 3 months. So it will be certainly something that the US top prosecutor will have their hands full with on day 1.
Kevin, we've also seen diplomats at the State Department internally expressing their dissent towards this ban. How significant is that?
It's highly significant because you have State Department officials who have perhaps served under multiple administrations. They know this job inside out. They know the complexity involved in governing from that State Department and taking care of the US interests abroad. And they've come together in protest over this executive action, which was signed into law by Donald Trump last Friday. They disagree with it. They have concerns over it. But there was a reaction from Sean Spicer, the White House press secretary, and that was one of, if you don't like what we're doing here, then here's the door and off you go. So you've got this extraordinary turn of events where you have this willingness to let go of these incredibly experienced, devoted personnel, and where exactly is this administration going to find easy replacements? It perhaps won't be that straightforward, so they need to be careful.
Indeed. Kevin, good to speak to you. Kevin McAleese there for us in Washington, D.C. Well, as Kevin mentioned there, the White House press secretary has urged those bureaucrats who aren't on board with the government's program to essentially get out of the way.
But I think that any government official, anyone who doesn't understand the president's goal in this and what this actually was, again, I think this has been blown way out of proportion and exaggerated. Again, you talk about in a 24-hour period, 325,000 people from other countries flew in through our airports, and we're talking about 109 people from 7 countries that the Obama administration identified. And these career bureaucrats have a problem with it. I think that they should either get with the program or they can go.
The White House press secretary there. Well, the backlash against the executive order on immigration has also reached Silicon Valley. A group of tech companies, including Google and Netflix, plan to meet on Monday about supporting a legal challenge to the restrictions. Hundreds of Google employees have gathered outside their headquarters. Though the company did not organize the rally, its co-founder, Sergey Brin, who is an immigrant from Russia, spoke at the rally. An email sent by Google CEO said that 187 workers have been impacted by the executive order. The former US President Barack Obama has also weighed in, saying that he's heartened by the political activism he's seeing across the United States following Trump's travel ban. In his first statement since leaving the White House 10 days ago, his spokesperson said that Obama fundamentally disagrees with the notion of discriminating against individuals because of their faith or religion. Democratic lawmakers are also pushing back against the Trump administration's ban. Tetiana Anderson attended one rally at the Supreme Court.
This is a show of solidarity among House and Senate Democrats over what they say is an historic injustice. Representatives made their way from their Capitol Hill offices on Monday all the way here to the steps of the highest court in the land to call on President Donald Trump to suspend his ban on people entering the United States. This gathering comes as people across the nation also protest in the same vein. They're calling Donald Trump's executive orders to ban certain people from coming from 7 Muslim-majority countries from entering the United States for 90 days. Also, that executive order calls on refugees who are entering the United States to wait 120 days, and it indefinitely halts the ones who are coming from Syria. Representatives here say it's unjust and it's unconscionable.
These actions by Donald Trump in just 8 days that he's been as president are, again, they're illegal, they're unconstitutional, and they are un-American. And I say illegal because you have legal permanent residents who are right now traveling across the country, some of them who are helping our own military, translating out there in the military bases. They're not going to be able to come back into the country. You know, we have DACA students who are here contributing to our economy, serving in the military, going to college. They're going to be our future doctors and attorneys and elected officials. And we're telling them that they don't deserve an opportunity. We have, you know, the president who's trying to take away rights of women. Again, I am very happy to see so many people out here speaking up, pushing back, because that's what it's all about.
Crowds of people have come out to support these Democrats. Lawmakers say that they want to use legislative action to keep the pressure on the Trump administration, but they can only make that work if some Republicans join their side. Tetiana Anderson, TRT World, Washington.